Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the DFW IT AI and Startup Competition Kickoff. My name is Fei-Ying Wu, and I'm honored to be your facilitator and host today for this session. For those of you who are new to our community, DFW IT Association is a nonprofit organization dedicated to empowering IT professionals and elevating the overall innovation system across the North Texas area. This AI and startup competition is our signature program. It has been created to gather all the most brilliant minds across the board and showcase innovative ideas leveraging by the cutting edge AI technologies. Believe it or not, this is actually our fourth year having this competition. As you all know, back then, when we first started, AI is something quite new for a majority of us. So our first competition functioned more like a extended hackathon with curious engineers who just want to test water and experiment with the new technology. Back then, you can't really do a lot with it. However, fast forward 4 years now, as we all know, the AI and tech ecosystem have undergone a massive transformation in just very short years. And right now, you can really use AI for pretty much everything. And I'm sure a lot of you have been using AI across the board through your day-to-day life and your work. So therefore, as the technology evolves, our competition also need to be evolved. So instead of a hackathon-like activity, this year we really want to focus on really making the innovation idea into a real marketable product. And you will, later on in the kickoff, you will be able to hear more details directly from our chair of the year, Lucas, here. And we are really excited to seeing a broader representation here this year. Outside of even Texas. So this year, we actually had over 40 projects submitted before the deadline. And those are people from across 10 different regions in US, China, Canada, UK. So as you can see, we really have extended our broader influence and impact across the board. So we're really excited to welcome everybody and can't wait to see what you can do with the latest technology. Without further ado, let me pass on the mic to our president, Glenn Fan, to kick off the session with a welcome remark.
Thank you, Fei-Ying. Good morning. You must have heard many companies have been laying off people. You have also heard because of AI, many companies are having record-breaking valuations. Yes, at this time, we are facing tremendous career challenges. We are also facing tremendous opportunities. How can we do? What can we do to engage all the opportunities? Well, join us, join the DFW IT Association. What we do many programs, including this AI and startup competition. We build you as leaders. We ignite your innovations, and we empower you and empower our tech community. In addition to this program, we also have a venture ready program, a fireside chat program, a mentorship program, a talent and referral marketplace program, and soon a video LinkedIn program. So by joining us, you can practice AI, you can build up a lot of connections and grab a lot of opportunities ahead. On my background, you can see a QR code, scan it, you can connect with us through WeChat. And also we have a Circle community. Copy that URL, join us on Circle. Going forward, let's get ready, grab a lot of opportunities ahead. And thank all the people who join us today, and thank Lucas, Fei-Ying, and all the people who have been putting this program together. Back to you, Fei-Ying.
All right, thank you, Glenn. Thank you for the introduction to the organization. And yes, as Glenn mentioned, please join our circle, join our WeChat to stay in contact with us. We have a lot of other exciting opportunities waiting for you as well. All right, next up, this is the most important part of the day. Let's welcome our chair of this year's AI and startup competition, Lucas Yan, to give you an introduction of the program and help everybody understand how does this different than the previous years. Lucas, the floor is yours.
Oh, hi. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Fayin. Thank you, Glenn, for the introduction. I'm Lucas. I'm the chair of 2026 AI and Startup Competition. So thank you very much for your interest for enrolling it. I think it's a great opportunity for both you yourself and our community. Okay, not a hackathon. Again, right? I believe you must seen this slogan many times since the first time you laid your eye on our competition. So, but I believe still people might be either confused or excited. I don't know what side are you on. But I'd like to explain why it's not a hackathon, right? As we all know, a traditional hackathon is merely focusing on for example, a new technology, a new tool, a new tech stack. You use that new tool, new methodology to create something very quickly, maybe in one day, right? To get yourself familiar with that new tool. That's the major purpose of a traditional hackathon. But for us, we have two major differences, in my opinion, from the traditional one. Number one is we are not only focusing on encouraging you using a new technology, in this case, AI, but also we're setting our eyes in a long-term goal, which is starting a real business, building something real that can change the world in the future. The second difference is the length. As I mentioned, the traditional one may be just 1 day or 2 days. But ours, we gave you like the full 2 months, exactly 9 weeks for you to complete the project from start to the end. So that will enable you sufficient time to make up your plan, develop your prototype, connect with your clients to modify your ideas. Then at the end, you may develop a more useful MVP, a minimum viable product. So what we really encourage you all doing here is actually including some points like this. Number one, we encourage you step away from your computer. Don't try to, like, once you have an idea, don't sit down on your computer, do it right away. Don't do that. You should spend sufficient time trying to validate your idea. This validation not only coming from yourself, from your own imagination, but more from your communicating with your potential clients, with your friends, with everyone around you. Ask them, what do they think about your idea? Right? If you create such a product, such a service, ask your potential clients whether they will pay for that, whether that will really help them. Right? That is something in some books they call validated learning. Right? This learning process is not something that we can do individually sitting in front of our computer. It can only be done via this recursive validation process while communicating with with your potential clients. Okay, for that, I'd like to share experience of myself. exactly. Like while I planning for this competition, I admit I made a mistake while planning for the timing period. Why is that? Because at the beginning, we all had this idea to encourage people to develop new things, develop new businesses, and we try to target more population from the student group. However, I didn't do the comprehensive survey to understand, okay, which time of the year is more friendly to students. And so we just had that habit to set it up for the summer. And I just thought summer might be better for students because they don't have to go to school. They have plenty of time working on this project. However, when we down the road, what I found out is after I talking with a few professors within the university, with various universities actually, they all told me the same answer. Summer is the worst time for students because during summer, all students may either go back to their hometown or go to an intern uh, or even go to travel worldwide. So they don't really have enough time working on this project. That is something that I learned too late for this year. But it is still useful, still valuable for number one, for next year. We may shift our gears if we still targeting the student group, right? But even broadly, for myself, right, this experience I've learned, this lesson I've learned, it will help me in my future in all aspects, either starting a business or doing my work in the company. It will be very helpful. So I believe if you follow this validated learning process uh, to conduct this project, it will help you a lot and in a very long term. Okay, enough for this slide. Can you shift to another one? Okay, cool. There's 5 paths for competition. These are just some basic ideas in case you don't know what to develop yet. I've repeated this multiple times in the previous sessions, so I think we can just quickly skip this slide for now. Okay, cool. Competition period. So we've closed the enrollment portal to accept new projects by May the 9th. On May the 10th, I believe you already received my email, including the submission templates and submission requirements. So if you haven't, go back to check your email inbox, or it may go to spam. Check it. Make sure you whitelist the email address from dfwit.org. Okay. Besides that, in the future, all our important notifications will be posted on our Circle space. That will be our only official communication channel throughout this competition. Make sure you join that. And for that, we have 2 spaces. One is general, second is 2026 participants. And the latter one was a private group. You have to ask the admin to add you to that group. Make sure you join that group. Now, today is May 17th, right? We are in the middle of the second point. During this period, and up until May 24th, you should prepare your proposal, clean up your ideas, put that into the template that I sent out. Then submit that through our website submission portal to officially register your project. Okay, now through May 24th. And don't worry about the template. While designing the template, because I had experience before, right? I really hate writing a long graph of text for like not so useful reason, right? So while designing this template, I try to make it as simple as possible, collecting only the information that is the most important. So you shouldn't spend too much time on that template. So make sure you pay some attention and fill in that template. Okay. After that, we have two checkpoints, both happening during June. For those both checkpoints, I also distributed the templates as well. You should be able to find them from your email. Later, we will post that on Circle as well, so you won't miss it. So in mid-July, by July 12th, we're going to request the final submission. For that final submission template, I didn't distribute the template yet because I imagine we will have some improvement during June. So keep posted. I will send it to you and leave you sufficient time to work on that. After the final submission, our advisor and judges teams will evaluate every project, give them a comprehensive evaluation. Then we're going to select 12 projects who can enter our final presentation, which is happening on July 26th. Right after the final presentation, we'll have a couple more weeks to evaluate these projects, setting up the final rank, who win the first place, who win the second place, so on and so forth. By August the 2nd, we'll host our closing ceremony and announce all the winners. By the way, while preparing for these slides, I forgot one thing, which is the award amount and award tiers. For that, you can simply find out from our website, which is ai.dfwit.org. Okay, under that rules tab, you can see everything. I highly recommend everyone to read through the rules line by line. That is very important to make sure we are on the right track. Okay. In case you have any question, anything you're not clear with this timeline, feel free to ask the question after we complete the agenda. Okay. Yeah, next page, please. Submission requirements. So as I said earlier, we try to make all those requirements as simple as possible, right? By keeping only the most important things. So here there are 4 bullet points you may want to pay attention. Number 1 is there is only one submission per team. If your team have multiple individuals, you don't have to submit individually multiple times. Only one person, i.e. the team lead, can submit your submission. So make sure you communicate before you submit anything. Yeah. Number 2, follow the template for sure. Yeah, there is a very simplified template you should fill in that will help us to evaluate your project. And also, if possible, give you any feedback that will help you developing your project. Okay, but remember that this template is only the minimum requirements from us. If you would like to, and you have the motivation to present your project in a more comprehensive way, in a more like enriched format, feel free to do so. Right? You can create a demo video doing that. You can, while you communicating with your potential clients, you can record that video, record that clips, right? Make sure your work can be shown off among the crowd. If you would like to do that, I highly encourage you to do that. Right? Don't stop you because of these requirements. Those are the minimum requirements. The only limitation here is your imagination, how you can present your project better, how you can attract more attentions from your audiences. Right? As I put on the top of this, the only first principle for this submission requirement is you should include the materials that help judges understand your solution, feasibility, and impact. As long as it can help you to achieve this goal, do it. Okay. Then the third one, submit on time for sure. I think that is very obvious, right? The last one is about privacy and IP rights. So I understand some teams, they may be developing something that they don't want to publish yet. All right, they want to keep it confidential at this stage. That is very understandable, and we respect that. But if you have that requirements, make sure while submitting your materials, label it properly. So our judges, our volunteers can know, okay, this project, this material, we shouldn't distribute in a broader range. Okay, cool. Then I think that's all from me. Yep, back to you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Lucas. Now that you understand how does this submission works and knowing the timeline for this whole competition, you must be wondering, so who will be judging all those great ideas we have, and how will my project be judged? So we are very fortunate to have a group of very experienced advisors and judges to joining us and providing their feedback and also very objective judgment. So I would like to invite our co-founder of the DFW IT Association and also the lead of advisor and judging team, Calvin Xu, to share with you how the projects will be judged and potentially who will be our judges this year. Calvin.
Okay, thank you, Fei. Yes, this year our judge task is very tough because we have more than 40 teams to attend this competition. For each team, we need at least 3 judges to review that, a judge and advisor to review the project. That means equivalent of 120, you know. So right now we try to recruiting more than 15 judge and advisor to go through this one, try to reduce the workload for all these judges. And today we have the attending a bunch of the judge, you know. I just mentioned the name, you know, in the meeting, today's meeting. Dr. Albert Yang is here. You know, you can see that. Albert, can we see you open the video? Oh, it's not. Okay. Second is our chairman, board of chairman, Yinbing Li. She is here also. And also we have the Dr. Meng Yu. He is our long-term sponsor and the judge. And I also have our co-founder, Julia Liang. Julia is also attending Julia Liang is not only our co-founder, also the founder of the AI competition and the last year's Dream College, the founder. So another judge advisor is Joy Tang. She has been our AI competition venture ready for a long time. So she gave us a lot of the good presentation on startup. And this year we have the new people join that. Jerry P. He also joined us advisor and judge. And last but not least, in this meeting right now is Veronica. She also attended our judge and advisor team. But also we have lots of other people like we want to mention, later. That means other people we try to contact Song Jie, like all these other people will join this meeting. So anyway, we have a bunch of the other people not mentioned in this because they are not coming this team. So I don't mention to them name this time. Actually, this year the judge work is different from last year because you can see that this year we will focus on business development, like Lucas just mentioned before. We will really want to you guys to create a startup to change the world. That means we put the business development. You see that item 3 is business development, put the 33%. 35%. Last year is 0. That means you guys have to focus on the product marketing fit, how to verify that marketing, all this stuff. Custom, go-to-market custom is very important before you even go to start your startup point. That's why this is a big change this year. And also the other thing we change some weight, like first item is innovation, business value, and social impact. This is 35%. Last year is 45%. But we still think is innovation, business value. This 3 item is very important, but we have to give some weight to that business development. Second, there is a technology solution, quality and user experience. Only have 20%. Last year is 45%. Because this year, AI coding, especially Anthropic as cloud code, is become so mature. Developing, it's not take a long time to developing a product prototype. So we think the technology solution, the weight is reduced based on the current AI capability. The third is I already mentioned that business developing is so important. We have to everything you create a product or startup, we have to change the business world. So this put 35%. And last but not least, 10% is same as last year presentation. You have to make your presentation neat, and PowerPoint and video have to be easy to understand for people, and basically this is called presentation. I think this is a major change we have for this year. Bing can go next page. Okay, so over here I think this one is a judge's value score, right? And definitely 90 score to 100 is the best, Then we pretty much have that. We have the 5 tiers to give this judge. After this judge, finished, we will pick up the best team from competition and get into venture ready program. And venture ready we will have 8 weeks. Just to polish your product, to MVP, then you can go to raise money and go independently for that to start up. Yeah.
So all of this is not possible without our volunteer participation, judges, but also our sponsors. So I want to call out our sponsor here and to really give to show our biggest appreciation. So this year, we're very fortunate to have many sponsors that supporting our initiative. Lee and Young Foundation from Yan Bing and Albert, I believe. And then dreamcollege.ai, and we have our president, Julia Liang here. Texas Association of Science and Technology. I'm not sure, is there any representative here?
I don't think so. Xinglong is not, but I can present this. I'm also the founder of this Texas Association.
Sure. Anthony,
Mm.
any?
Yeah, Jerry is here. Yeah, Jerry Pai is. Thank Jerry, yeah, for
Thank you. Thank
every
you.
year supporting for this.
Thank you for your support. ArcGen Academy of AI and Computing.
Yes,
Any
Dr. Meng. Dr. Meng
Dr.
is.
Mon.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for your support, Dr. Mon. And our new partner and sponsor, Texas Chinese American Chamber of Commerce. We have President Tracy here. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you,
your
Tracy.
support. ACP Foundation. Any representative?
It's not here, but yeah, we'll pass our appreciation to them.
Okay, great. And of course, thank everybody, all the volunteers at the DFW IT Association. Okay, so without further ado, let's open up the floor for some Q&A. Just one more thing, this is our, there's some echoing. This is our Circle community. So this year, this is also a new experiment we're doing because we want to expand our membership from a purely Chinese community to a broader community. So we want to make sure people who do not have WeChat can also have a way to communicate with each other. Therefore, we launched this Circle community, online community. You can sign up to be a member and also discuss the topic, especially for this AI competition. You will have a private space within all the participants for this competition. You can post all your questions or even ask, like share your project to attract more participants.
On the sponsorship, I invited several people to share why they're here.
Okay.
Hopefully that gave some inspirations and rationales how this year's competition actually becomes possible to the scales and the levels we're operating at. So with that said, I'd like to invite Albert, also my partner. He is the one of the sponsors, to share why he does this and what he would like to share with the builders.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. We are honored to be the sponsor for this AI competition. The competition and today's AI actually remind me very much some of my early experience. About 30 years ago, I was in Silicon Valley working around PC-related semiconductor startups. At that time, I was doing video ICs and sound ICs. And at that time, 30 years ago, it's very much like today, the AI thing. Intel become the dominant player of CPU. And then there were just tons of small companies, all building ICs, softwares around PCs at that time. And we were start up around the time in my startup. They're building graphic card, sound card, modem, video card, many accessories, not to mention software. So software is another whole big ecosystem. Most of those small companies, just a few people, even for IC company. NVIDIA was founded at that time. I heard about them, and they are nothing, basically. Nobody want to go there. Not like today. So today is very much like that time. So when I look back, the PC wave create enormous opportunity. So many talented people build great companies around the PC ecosystem. Many startups went public, as you know, and which including one of my startups. So the license I took from those experiences is this. when a new powerful platform appear, the biggest opportunity is not always the platform itself, but it is the other things around it. And so Intel at that time take the major share of the economy, of the benefit at that time. But actually, the bigger portion are like Microsoft, Google, Facebook, those the software and a lot of IC company take advantage of the PC revolution. And since then, there are many other waves I also experienced. For example, telecom, internet, mobile, and even early AI. But I believe today's AI wave is bigger than anything else I experienced, probably bigger than all of them combined. For this reason, I also started using AI in our product very early, about 8 years ago. And now the AI have creating the fastest growth in my company. So this is for real. So to this point, I want to let you know the timing right now is just so good. You guys are very fortunate to live in this stage as a builder. The tool gave you so much superpower. Now, with the available tool, a few people have the ability to build things that used to be require multi-millions dollar of investment, maybe dozens of developers. Now, a few people can do it. So this is a very, very great opportunity, a critical timing. And I envy you, young people, that have this exactly moment. So I encourage, my encouragement for you are simple. Use AI as a builder tool, find real problem, build something useful, talk to users, improve quickly, and always think about responsibility and create value for your customer. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Albert. You are young too. Come on.
Thank you, Albert. Let's move on to the next one. Again, we need to limit our talk to 90 seconds, 1 minute, 60 seconds, mainly to share with our contestants on why you want to sponsor this event and what you expect, what would you like to share with the contestants in an elevator speech way. I would like to invite Julia, our founder of DFW IT, and also the CEO or co-founder of Dream College, to share with us. Julia.
Well, thanks, Yanbin. Well, first, thank you, Albert. Your speech is so inspiring. So I'm very touching. So everyone, thank you very much. I'm very honored to be here as the co-founder of DFW IT and also co-founder of this AI competition. I'm very honored to be here as well. To tell you honestly, I'm also a contester for this AI competition. In the second year, I built a small team called DreamCulture.ai. We actually built a small prototype for this product in year 2024. But today we are already startup company with Global ED Tech Award and also starting to generate a global impact. We already have a lot of the users using our product and even have a commercial contract as well. So AI actually created tremendous opportunity for us to innovate, to solve real world problem, and also generate impact. I think if I am able to do this, every one of you can do it. Okay. So I really want to encourage everyone use this great opportunity. created by DFW IT organization and all the sponsors and all the volunteers. Yeah, enjoy your journey and build something incredible and make your journey unforgettable for your journeys. Yeah, thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Julia. So far, we have 8 total sponsors up until this point for this year. Of course, we would welcome more, so there will be potentially more to coming in. Out of this 8, 5 are sponsored by our board member, like Glenn, our president, Dr. Meng, and Calvin, right? So we and plus Julia and Albert, myself, we have true beliefs in this flagship program, and we want to promote it continuously. We do have 2 different sponsors in this year. One is Jerry from Amphiny. He's not our board member. He sees something in this organization. I would like to invite Jerry to share his thought, why he sponsored us, what he would like to share with you. Jerry?
Yeah,
Please.
no, thank you, Yanbing. Yeah, actually, I'm honored to be here, and I think I have sponsored the DFW IT Association the events for about a few years now. I think it's I'm a kind of like an engineer turned into entrepreneur in Dallas. So I kind of like have firsthand experience of the difference between the DFW area and Silicon Valley in terms of the startup environment and ambience and culture. So I think it's very important that we develop our own kind of local startup culture and community. And this is actually a perfect venue for us to do that, to at least contribute our efforts into that to make an impact. Yeah, as Albert said earlier, it's the best of times, but I guess the second half of the sentence is the worst of times, right? So yeah, so that's the nature of technology and innovation. So we are going to have a lot of opportunities, and at the same time, we're going to have a lot of challenges. And depends on which side you're on, and it depends on which side you pick. So I guess for for anybody, any contestants who comes into this competition, I guess you have already picked your side. So you are going to ride this technology innovation wave and trying to make an impact instead of waiting there and to be impacted. I think this is great. But this startup experience is in a way, it requires like a team and a community and a culture. And it's a long journey. So you may not succeed for your first project. You may not succeed for your first year, but it is very important that you start. And as Albert said, that there's so many opportunities and also so many tools available these days compared with what we had maybe 20 years ago. So this more specifically to the AI development in the last couple of years. Of course, it's actually a big breakthrough, but at the same time, this is just another, to me, that's just another round of the technology innovation we have been seeing in the last 40, 50 years. So with AI, we see not only just there are a lot of opportunities for you to tackle different problems and opens up new opportunities for business opportunities, but also the way you fundamentally attack these problems also have changed. I mean, if you have been following about vibe coding and how much it has changed, so it actually really it's a great time for everybody to take this as an opportunity and see if you can make an impact, even when you don't have much resource. So this is a very interesting time, and I'm very honored to continue to sponsor this event, and I hope the event to be very successful, and I hope all of you guys to succeed and learn and grow in this journey. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jerry. We have, so I mentioned three types of sponsorship. One is the board sponsored, one is non-board member like Jerry sponsored. A third type is reciprocal partnership. So we have one that established back in March with Texas TXCACC, Texas Chinese American Chamber of Commerce. And we invited Tracy, the president of TXCACC, to share a couple of words with all. As you know, Shanhui, Texas CACC have many companies, and they would definitely have needs for different type of applications, leveraging AI for automation, improving efficiency, etc. So this is a long-term partnership, very strategic. Tracy, can you share with us your thoughts? I know she has a commitment at 11, so she might drop.
Seems like she has just dropped.
Okay, so Tracy dropped. If that's the case, we will move on. I think the sponsorship is critical, very important for this AI competition to continuously moving forward. For those who wish to sponsor either this year or next year, we have venues for you. In fact, we got board approval for sponsorship and partnership policy, and we can share with you if you're interested. We definitely welcome continual support and sponsorship in different ways. You know, in finance aspect, like what we named the 8 organization and people, as well as platform support and even human, time hour support. With that, I'd like to close the sponsor session and wish everyone a success through this AI competition. Learn, grow, and maybe some of you become a startup like what Julia's Dream College has been doing. Thank you, and best of luck.
Thank you, Yanbing, and thank you for all the words from our sponsors. I think that is a great way to conclude our introduction of to conclude our kickoff. And then we want to open the floor to everybody for Q&A. And also, I know we have a few teams who would like to actually present their project so that they can attract more participants. So let's first start with Q&A about the competition itself. Anybody who have question, please raise your hand. Tyler, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. So I do have one question, and it involves the first assignment. So we obviously are going to be, giving a brief high-level overview of what the product is and what it's going to be. However, let's say some way through the project, we think of something as an addition to what we had started out with, and we think it'd be a good way to implement, like we should implement this other idea into the product we were going to create or into the agent that we were going to create. Would we be able to do that? And if so, would we have to let you guys know if we implement something new? Like, let's say on this time, this is good for the timeline. Let's say after checkpoint 1, we have a really well fleshed out product, but then at checkpoint 2, we're like, oh, we can implement something new in here as well. Are we able to do that? And if we are, do you want us to let you know when we change something, or how do you want us to go about that?
Sure. Hey, Tyler, thank you for your question. Really good one. For that, I think you don't have to worry about those. You can feel free to pivot anytime you feel is necessary, as long as you have done enough validated learnings, right? So I think every pivot should be a good thing. Should be you are closer to your goal. So don't be limited by whatever you have submitted. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
Yeah.
Great question. Anybody else have any questions in terms of the
Yeah, thank you. I have a question.
Sure, please go ahead.
So My name is Justin Zhang. My question is, the team member might be just good at the technical part, and you can try to win the competitions. But after that, from the technical to startup, there's a huge gap. So can the organization help us their resources to bridge the gap?
Oh, thank you for your question, Justin. Actually, you reminded me a point that I forgot to mention. So after this competition, as Glenn mentioned at the very beginning, we have some other projects offered by DFW IT. One of those is called Venture Ready Program. So once you complete this competition, if you feel your project has potentials, then we'll recommend your project to enter that program directly. Or you can have the priority to apply for that project. Right? That Venture Ready program will be more focusing on how to closing that gap you've just mentioned.
Thank you very much.
But that will start from this competition, because at the beginning, at this stage, while you form your ideas and proposals, right, you should put your client in the center of everything. Right? Make sure the thing you are trying to develop can resolve their pain points, will have a place in the market. So again, back to that suggestion. Talk to your clients as soon as possible, as often as possible.
Thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you.
Any other question? You can unmute yourself or raise your hand. Okay, yeah, Sophia?
Thank you. My name is Sophia. I have a question. So for the competition, when the judge to decide which project is good or not, do we have like a standard to measure from point 1 to 10, which one is good? Do we have some metrics to define like the project? For example, from the potential users or from the scalability, we use these metrics to decide the project is good or not.
I can answer your question. Right now we have this score, how to judge this all the projects, right? And based on that 4 major area, you can see innovation, you have to be business value. And the second one is the technology solution. Third is business developing. And last one is presentation. You got the score. Basically, we will have at least 3 judge and advisor, to evaluate each project and then get the score. And then we are based on the score. Finn, go to next page, And then we have this 5 category, If you belong to the exceptional, you are high likely will enter the next program called the DFW Venture Ready program. So, and then, we have this system. We have been doing this for 4 years. Its system I believe, is a little bit of the matured. We know how to handle that. We know how to including a quality judge, and advisor to help you through that project and also evaluate your project. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And another aspect I want to add, Sophia, is the more material you submit, the better you will help our judges to evaluate your project more comprehensively, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I understand. Yeah,
cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. And while designing all of these, to be honest, we are trying to learn from YC, right? We all know they have a very big competition every year. But one thing that we will do better comparing to theirs is they will probably judge the project only based on a like 90 seconds pitch. But we are going to look through the whole journey of how you did this and how you achieved it. if that helps.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Great questions. Teddy, you unmute yourself. Do you have any question?
Do we have some meetings with judge, or how can we get the feedback? Because feedback is very important for us to for this competition. So maybe we could get early feedback. We could improve our project as soon as possible.
Hi, Teddy. Thank you for your question. Sorry, Calvin, I'll take this. Okay, just to ensure the whole process is fair, so you will not meet all the advisors and judges until to the end. Right? In the closing ceremony, yes, we're going to publish the list of our advisors and judges. But prior to that, we will keep that kind of secret. Right? Everything you should know, everything you should know, it should be already presented in this session. Right? You should focus on this like dimensions. Make sure your product, your project, try to get the highest level of all these dimensions. And yeah, you don't really need to reach out to advisor or judges. In case you have some suggestions, for example, you're seeking some advices while making some decisions, feel free to email us. We can forward that request to our advisor team. Does that make sense?
Okay, got it. Understand. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. So for each checkpoint, only need to submit something. We do not need to get any feedback, right?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
And if there are, because every submission, the advisors will evaluate. And if there are any comments, we are going to forward that to you so you can get immediate feedback. But it's
Okay,
the
that
feedback
sounds
is
good.
getting
Yeah.
through us. It's not directly between you and advisors.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think
Yeah.
that's fair. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. And Gilbert, we'll take the last question from Gilbert.
Hey, thanks, Bing. So just a quick follow-up question. So I understand that we will have offline events at the end of the competitions. I'm just curious, this year in the middles, can we have some like offline meetups, just try to mingle with the different team members, exchange ideas and also networking. So I think that will be really beneficial for the contestants. Yeah. Understand that, this year's we have the contestants across the whole US, but at least in the local Dallas, I would think that will be super appreciated that we can have some offline events. Thanks for that, taking that up. Thanks.
Good
That's
idea.
a good suggestion. Actually, we can communicate that in our circle community. Right? No matter what new ideas you try to communicate, go there. That will be the best place we talk about this.
Yep.
But it's a great idea. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Lucas.
All right, thank you, Gilbert, and thank you for everyone's participation. Okay, so the second half of this kickoff is actually back to you guys, to all the participants. We want to have the opportunity for you to showcase your ideas and maybe even do some presentation. What I heard is actually some team is already having some pitch deck that they are ready to present today, and then to attract more members.
There are two teams reached out to me, showing their interest to recruit new members and presenting their projects. Besides these two, if there are some other teams, you can just leave a message in the chat box. After they finish, we can find time for you. So now I think Ring.
So hi everyone, it's great to see you guys. So our project is called Onco Reconcile AI. So our team currently has 4 members, And our project focuses on a real precision oncology problem. So basically, the same cancer mutation is often represented differently across labs and system, which makes downstream AI and analytics unreliable. So instead of building another chatbot, we want to explore a human-governed AI agent workflow that helps normalize, reconcile, and curate an oncology variant knowledge in a trustworthy and explainable way. So our competition goal is to keep the scope focused, learn together, and leverage our diverse backgrounds across AI, software engineering, bioinformatics, front-end development, consulting, and product strategy. And we also want to explore with modern AI agent frameworks and build a very strong working prototype collaboratively. So we're also looking to potentially add one or two more teammates interested in this area, like AI, ML, or biological NLP. And if you're interested, let us know. And that is the end.
Cool, thank you. And also, if anyone is interested, reach out on Circle. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Teddy, it's yours.
I think you can hear me now.
I can.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really honored to join this competition, and I'm a software engineer. I think this, yeah, just as other people said, this a very good opportunity for us to build some AI-related tools. I'm working on AI tools that analyze stock related YouTube videos to summarize the key trends, stock mentions, and the creators' opinions. Yeah, I think everyone should have some stock account. So yeah, I think that in the stock market, the most up-to-date information is the key to success. So I built a very prototype of the stock tube, the AI project to make you big money. Looking for the collaborators in AI, fintech, and data science or UI design to join me to build this project to win the this competition.
I can do next. Sophia, please.
Okay, thank you. So this product is called Meet Over Meal. It's app store apps. So it give you a solution to find the people who have the same interest and the same time slot available to have a meal with you. It can be a coffee chat and it can be a potential date. So I feel like in the normal life, people feel loneliness, especially in big city. No matter it's I feel like people's social space is very limited. It's only in work or at home, so it's limited resources to explore the other opportunities. Loneliness is an epidemic for everyone, especially when I just moved to Bay Area from DFW. I feel like I have no friends and I want to expand my social network. I have coffee chat with strangers for 1 week, and that week gave me broaden my gave me a lot of different opportunity to see the people's life in Bay Area. That's a really great opportunity to grow up. So I built these apps within 1 month and during my gap year, and I use it right now, and people started to use it right now as well. So it's for the how to use it is very simple and easy. You just need to host a mail, find the restaurant, just like Yelp, go through the list of the restaurant and host it. And people can apply for your meetups and they click apply and you will see a pool for all the applicants and you select one to approve. It's one-to-one network to have a meal. So it's very easy to use and it's make you feel safe because it's in a public environment and it's just one-to-one. You don't need to be a very outgoing person. There is not so much pressure. Okay, and also we already have some potential competitors on the market, but they all have their shortcomings. And my apps, Meet Over Mail, have some good things to make up those shortcomings. For example, the Bubble BFF, it is one-on-one match, but it's specific for specific time. You cannot reschedule it, and there is no show prevention. So if someone didn't come, there is no publish mechanism. But for my apps, there is file deposit mechanism. If some people didn't show, the deposit won't be returned to them. If you show up at the restaurant during the 2 hours for the meetup, the the deposit will be returned to you automatically. So there is no charge if you use it correctly. Also, we have meetup.com. It's a public meetups, so which means a lot of people will be shown on the meetups. It's not very friendly for people who just want to talk with one person, not that outgoing. If the person's character is not that outgoing, it's not friendly for them. And also we have Eat With, but the Eat With is also free to join. It's not free to join, but my apps is free to join, so on and so forth. So I list this comparison chat for you to review. And also, so it's already launched. It's already launched in Apple Store. I will launch it to Android Store next week. So what I want to recruit is I want to recruit a person who has marketing or sales experience in big city like the DFW area to help me to improve the exposure of my apps. Thank you.
Thank you, Sophia. I think some of you may have this question in mind, right? What is the relationship with AI for this? How is it related to AI?
Yeah, it's web coding. It's web coding and
web
AI.
coding. Exactly, it's web coding. If you recall the 5 paths I put in the slide, right? It's the very first tier. So you have this idea. Now AI enables huge capacity for everyone to make it as a product. So it's a great example of using AI create or turn your idea into reality. If anyone is interested in this field, feel free to reach out to Sophia on Circle for sure. And another thing is, as you all can tell, this project is already relatively mature. She already launched the apps. For this competition, we accept such existing projects, which has great potentials. But one thing to be noted is it will not enter our competition for the cash prize. But besides cash prize, we'll provide all the support, all the rewards that we can offer. For example, social media promotions, the venture-ready trainings, so on and so forth. The only thing you will not be competing is the cash prize. Yeah, just want to make it clear enough. Okay, cool. Thank you again. And the next is Tyler.
Now you can hear me. Sorry. So, first question that I have before I even mention anything to begin with is you had just established, obviously previous projects that are in this are not actually, qualified for any sort of incentive or like grand prize or anything like that.
Sorry
My
for
my yeah.
for interrupting, Tyler. Sophia, you can close your share screen now.
Yes, I'm doing it right now. Thanks.
Sure.
So I guess my question is, when is the window? Because me and my teammate, we've already started working on our project, and we already have like a quasi deliverable already created. So I guess like for that, but we had started after we had applied for the challenge, and we kind of already knew the idea that we wanted to go with. And so even though the startup date and the timeline has not actually been submitted or due yet, does that still qualify for the prize? Because we're doing it for this challenge in particular, and we thought of it for this challenge.
Okay, sounds good. I see you share the URL in the chat. Is that anything you want to share, or
I
Me?
think
you want to share your
Tyler
yeah,
has a question.
Oh, sorry, that was Teddy. Sorry, my bad.
No, you're
Yeah.
good. You're good. You're all good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, my
Lucas.
question is, I mean, I can reiterate if I need to.
Sure, please. I missed that part. Sorry about
No,
that.
you're good. You're good. So my question is, like for this challenge, me and my teammate we already have an item, and I'm gonna share it with everybody. Uh, Kind of the idea we went with once we heard about this competition, and we've made some really good progress starting out, even though the first submission or dead like timeline has not been submitted. And so with that, my question is, are we still eligible for the incentive for like the grand prize? Because I know you had mentioned previously there are other um,
Yeah.
people competing
So,
in this that have products previously.
right. So you started developing after you registered, right?
Yeah, after we
Yeah.
yeah, because the
Then you'll be
submission
okay.
was
Then
oh
you'll
okay,
be
great.
yeah.
Great. Then I'm gonna share my screen now and kind of show what I want to present because I have a question also about it. And let me just find the right
Sure.
tab real quick. So
Yeah.
everybody can see my screen,
As
hopefully.
long as you have the idea, you have the ambition, you don't have to
Yeah.
wait for any competition, right?
Exactly. So yeah, this is our idea, and it kind of tags into a question that I have as well. So for a little bit of background, anyone that doesn't know, any company that is publicly filed within the U.S., they have to submit to the SEC certain documents. And so, like if you were to go to the SEC, I'm going to use Nike for this whole example. When we go to Nike, right? I search up their name, obviously says this, search for results for Nike, their actual tag being NKE. So let me go back real quick because this will show the filings for them. And there's different documents that they have, and you can see the annual report for a publicly traded company within the United States. And let's say we want to look at the annual report from Nike from last year. You have to go through all this searching, and you see all this I don't want to call it jargon, but there's a lot of stuff here and you have to read through everything, right? And this is like, a bunch of pages, probably over 30 pages in length. And it basically gives you an overview of what the company does. And so for us, we were like, okay, let's create a product that does something that's a little bit more, one, user friendly, and two, not as research heavy on an analyst or potentially a consultant that's doing information or background checking for the company, checking their health as well. And so here, let's see, if we want to analyze a company, I've already signed in with my account, so I'm just going to use Nike again as the example. But this is where we're having issues. Hopefully it does it for this example, but it may not. We might get an error. But the whole idea is we will get a dashboard with different quantitative numbers and different like income statements and things that are potentially they might have due or like debts, things like that, and as well as the overall risk assessment for the company, right? And now everything there, and even with previously, I know someone had mentioned involving more research as well for a product. In terms of judging, and there being obviously a lot of different spaces that might become more technical, like for this one, it's obviously very finance heavy. Are we going to have judges that are more in depth in that space, just for the fact of wanting to showcase or seeing the real value in it? because for me, I come from a business background. Oh, that's awesome. It loaded. That's super cool. But yeah, like I had mentioned, I don't want to get sidetracked because it's just popped up, but are we gonna have judges that are gonna see the different values and everything based off of their background? Because obviously people are gonna have that bias. And so will we have people from multiple different areas looking at different projects, I guess?
Okay, this is very cool. My first thought about this is, I mean, given you started the project after register, it's okay, it's eligible for grand prize. And to be honest, in terms of this product, I believe with the assistance of AI, we can develop something similar very fast, right? So that's not a problem. But still, my suggestion is, as I mentioned multiple times earlier, reach out to your potential clients, right? Who in your mind are going to serve with this? And from business angle, like what's your pricing model would be? Yeah, that kind of thing. You have to really going out of your bedroom, talking with people, collecting real feedback for that.
Also, to your question about judges, I believe we do have judges with a variety of background. We actually have judges from technical background, but also from business background, like go-to-market. We also have judges who are actually investors themselves. So I think they might be more, familiar with those areas as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. In terms
And
of the
then
products, right? Products is only taking 35% of the weight of your final score, if I remember
yeah.
correctly. So
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, sounds good. I just wanted to showcase that because then I don't know if there's anyone in the call right now that has any, history in accounting, maybe finance, consulting, whatever the area is. But with that idea of using 10K documents as an annual report or kind of help summarize the company, and then we want to also be able to use it and convert it into like an Excel sheet. So all the math that's listed by the AI and created by the AI based off of the 10K document, we want to extract it so that they can pull it into an Excel so they don't have to create that themselves for their internal database. And also for security, everything is, publicly known. So that helps a lot. Getting to the point, I also was thinking about an idea of having a chatbot and the chatbot would have the history of that company's previous earnings report or their earnings call or something involving that they speak on, and people don't want to read through that or listen to it. The AI can help give an overview of that as well and implement that.
Yeah, those add-on features would be nice to have, but
Yeah.
first of all, I would suggest you focus on your core feature.
Yeah.
Like what thing unique that you are providing.
Yeah, and
Right.
that's kind of
Validate.
why that's why I asked that question earlier, because I was like, well, what if we have it all polished halfway through and we want to add some more stuff?
Yeah, validate that idea as early as possible. If your core idea doesn't work, it doesn't matter how many like fantastic features you add, right? But also like once you find out something more and you feel out it's necessary to pivot, even after you submit anything, feel free to do that. You can
Okay.
always pivot. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. And Gilbert?
Hello everyone. So I think for this year's project, so me and Xinrui, we are trying to build a app to help the new parents go through, their first journeys through the parentings. So actually, this is originate from my experience since last year's when I had my first baby, Ethan. So I was excited, but at the same time, I was also very concerned and exhausted because there are so many things I'm not quite sure. I still remember that there was one time, like 3 a.m. In the early mornings, Ethan was crying for like half hours. I didn't know why. I was so exhausted and scared. I was just Googling, trying to find the answers through the Reddit and also read through the Amazon reviews, but couldn't be able to find the answers about why he was crying. So I think because of that, I and Xinrui, also parents of 5 years old, tried to help the the new parents to resolve their pain points. So that's why we came up with the Nest-Mate ecosystem for the new parents, especially first-time moms who faces one of the most demand transitions. And so for this Nestmate, it's actually an AI-powered companion app for new parents. So we are enabled our ecosystem through 4 pillars. The first ones, we have the AI chatbot to understand the baby's age, diet, and health profiles, and give you the specialized custom answers in seconds. And the second pillars, we're going to have a topics, the communities where new parents shares what actually works through their parenting journey. And the third pillars is that we're going to have a curated deal hub for niche and high quality baby products that you guys simply could not find in the big box stores like Target, Walmart. And last but not least, which is also be the the differentiators in this ecosystems will be, we're going to have the A2A agents to help the parents to answer and exchange the informations in seconds. The reasons for that, because if you have some things you would like to ask, maybe you test your friends or you post some things on the like the Reddit, you wouldn't be able to get answers in a few in a few minutes, probably gonna wait for a few hours. But if we have the agents, from the counterparts, and thus we can get the information through the counterparts agents in minutes, that's really resolve the pain points of the parents waiting for that. Yeah, this probably is what we trying to do in nutshells. And also quickly share some testimonies. So I participated last year's participations, and luckily, we got the third place. And also through this competitions, I met a lot of new friends and get some new aspirations from the other teams. So I highly encourage the other teams, if you have some new ideas, don't hesitate to share with the others, because sharing is caring, and also it gives you more opportunities to expand your solutions and your imaginations to move forward. Yeah, that's it.
Great. Thank you very much, Gilbert. Thank you for the kind words. And yeah, parenting is a forever theme in this competition in the past 2 years. That's very demanding. And this time is stemmed from your own needs, right? I believe there are a lot of users who expect the same thing as you do, right? So great. I look forward to seeing more development of your projects. Anyone else? Anyone wants to introduce themselves?
Also, we want to make this session really a virtual networking session. So even if you don't have a project you want to introduce, you're also welcome to turn on your camera and unmute yourself and just say hi, introduce yourself, so that we get to know each other a little bit.
Yes, I would like to introduce myself. So my name is Justin Zhang. This is the fourth year I'm attending this competition consecutively, and either as a leader or participant. But this time is very special to me. I like the idea of turning the competition to startup. It's inspired me. I know I don't have the I'm a technical strong person, but I don't have the idea how to run the business startup. But I would like to focus on technical part to do the best with our team. And it's special for me this time. This is my proposal. I initiated the project, and I got quite a few people show interest to join my team. It's inspired me, and over the a few days discussion, my idea is getting mature, and more focused on the special area. I feel I already get a lot of result, even without developing into the project. And I want to say thank you to the DFW IT, the whole organizations. Over the past 4 years, I was inspired, encouraged by many of you in the team. So just
Great.
want to say thank you, appreciate you to the whole organization.
Thank you, Justin. I mean, yeah, really touched. So forget about everything about this competition, right? At the end of the day, we are a community, right?
Yeah,
With this community, we will grow and thrive.
Yeah, and welcome more members to join our team. Our team is the on-call Recon AI is presented by Yun earlier. Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Great. I see Joshua. Actually, one good thing I observed this year is we've attracted more diverse people. Like Joshua is an example. You're up.
No.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Joshua Reed. I'm currently a student at UTD, and right now I'm a biology major and a computer science minor. And really, I'm doing this competition. I'm first of all in it to win it, of course, but I'm also in it to also network. I found it as an opportunity also to showcase my skill set. Really right now, I'm really at the beginning of my minor, and I've really just been learning also on my own. So really, I'm just using this as an opportunity to network, meet some new like-minded people, also be able to showcase what I can do, and also just be able to learn from this experience.
Sounds good. Do you have a team already, or just yourself? You'll
It's
be
just
solo?
myself right now.
Cool. Sounds good. That's a good starting point.
Do you have a specific project you already have in mind, or you are looking to join somebody else's project?
I do have a specific project. I'm trying to build a type of GPA, a way for people to be able to increase their GPA, have a target point where they want their GPA, and then by just using their syllabus, and not just that, but resources from other students, like just being able to help each other. I haven't really formulated it yet per se, but I have a general idea now. Just going through what you guys have been saying about validation now, I just really need to validate the idea and really step foot into doing what I need to do.
Great. Sounds good. Look forward to that.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So, anybody else who want to introduce yourself? Jimmy.
All right, hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, sorry. So my camera doesn't work right now, but is that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Go
okay.
ahead.
All right. I got something to share, so let me just. Yeah, so oh, actually, yeah, sorry. My name is James. I'm currently a UTD student. I actually do animation and games, and I've previously done the AA competitions before with two of them. One of them was with, I believe, with healthcare, and the other one was something to do with management with finances. But now I'm gonna do one for my own project. Currently, we have two members, me and someone else who's doing data analysis. So let me get to the actual presentation. Sorry. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So, for AI assistant, title still pending. So the problem is that there's a lot of messy files, and sometimes your folders are just unorganized. And a lot of times it takes a lot of time and effort to really try to organize them, especially when you have other things to do, such as other projects or other work to do. For me, for instance, I have a lot of files and folders I have stored in my folders, and sometimes I really want to organize them because they're a mess, but I just don't really have the time or energy to do them because I have other things. So doing this competition. So the solution I thought of is like, hey, what about an AI assistant that can help me organize these files and to make it a lot easier so that I don't have to do it myself. And it's actually just kind of acts like a secretary. But so overall, it's pretty simple itself. And the benefit is that it's kind of free to use, I plan to do. And it's that it's very simple and easy to understand, being that you just ask the secretary AI assistant that, hey, need to organize these files, and there we go. So overall members I kind of want is like a UI designer and kind of an artist a little bit. Well, they're both the same roles because I do want some good UI design themselves to present the project and the app itself to be a little bit more presentable. I also want some backend programmers who kind of help out the kind of the coding aspect as well. It's around a minimum of 2 to 3 members. So yeah, if anyone wants to kind of help my project out, please feel free to reach out to me. And yeah, thank you.
Great, thank you, Jimmy. This is something I really want to use. And in terms of recruiting or attracting members, if you can talk a little bit more about what you will contribute in this team, that might be very helpful in my opinion.
All right, thank you, Lucas.
Yeah. Okay, is there anybody else?
Yeah, by the way, I do see Jimmy already post your project in Circle. So I will definitely encourage everybody to join Circle, join this competition space. This is a dedicated space for this, for you guys, for you to kind of share your idea, share your recruiting posts, and even network with each other. So definitely leverage the platform. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually very excited to see many projects already have a fairly established idea, and even somebody already have a head start. Can't wait to see all the great outcome from this competition.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
To be honest, right now developing a product is relatively much easier than before. So the major part would be validating your ideas with your clients, right? Really stepping out of your computer room. So yeah, look forward to more development to all of you. And Fei, is there anything or?
I think if nobody else would like to introduce themselves or share some words, then we can close out the session earlier. Just a final reminder. I think right now we're still in this phase of first submission and making sure you have everything you need and submit your package by May 24th. And with that, let's go build. Thank you.